Let's go, New York. John Cash. Yo, listening to John Cash.
I thought this nigga was going to bust my young pussy wide open when he mounted me with the confidence of 10 men. Why you looking like that face?
They always just startle me. Just
There's no intro. It's just yeah.
It was my first.
It feels like you got pounded by 10 men. It's just.
It was my first
shocking.
time after all, and I did say I wanted to make it unique. Besides, Ray had spent a little dough on me these past few weeks, but not nearly as much as I wanted. Cherry said it was mainly because he had blue ball syndrome. She said fucking him was the only way I was going to be able to get big dough from these niggas. So I told Ray today would be the day. He was a big basketball player type of dude, but I was sure the only shit he knew how to play was bitches. Because when he stuck his dick in me, it felt like I was being probed by aliens, poking me with their awkward thin fingers.
I have a lot of questions.
I know. That's an odd sentence.
I have a lot of questions.
No, it's not an entry into my journal. just in case you were wondering.
It sounds like on my group threads.
How does that feel to you, baby? He was sweating like an icy cold water bottle left out in the heat.
Yo.
Wow.
I wonder if I sweat like that when I ask that question. He dripped his shit all over me, not the Dubai type of way. The nigga could barely see, having to wipe his face every few seconds to get a clear view of me. He fucked me like a rabbit, banging my head against the headboard hard. That sounded like Maya Angelou.
Right. You did. Hard. You did.
Hard. I know why the cage birds sing.
I hate you.
I guess it made him feel like a man to hear the sound of it hitting the wall. I rolled my eyes in disgust. This nigga's dick was smaller than a pen top.
Wow.
I thought I would roll over and fall asleep because this shit was so fucking boring. What's my name? He roared, pumping into me faster. Ray.
It's about DJ Envy.
Oh, damn.
Oof. All right, show's over. Final thoughts. Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. The John Cash Show podcast everywhere. Cats Collection. See you next week. Oh, no. Ray, my voice was so dry. He looked down at me confused as to why I wasn't enjoying it. It didn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out, but he must have actually thought he was ramming big shit up in me. It kind of pissed me off, too, since this was supposed to be my birthday fuck. Turning 15 was supposed to feel a hell of a lot better than this.
Wait, what? Hold the fuck up.
Please tell me you ad-libbed that.
No.
What? In the high school?
Ray came all up inside me like he didn't think the condom would break at any point. Luckily, when he pulled out, his juices were still sitting in the nipple of the Trojan latex gripping his dick. I was elated to have been done with his ass, but I figured I could have officially stopped labeling myself a virgin. He took the condom off and curled up into a little ball on the side of my bed. On the side of me on the bed, chucking it down on the floor next to him. All he needed to do was suck his thumb to be the little bitch that he was. I rolled my eyes as I got up from the bed. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was an excerpt from Games Hoes Love to Play. Mink's Story, a prequel to Ho Is Life by Quan Mills.
We need some sponsorship. Yeah, we gotta invite him.
We need Quan on the fucking show.
I had questions.
Me too.
Like, I had very much. Whose high school? Who lost their virginity?
Well, not me.
Excuse me, sir.
How the fuck?
I lost mine at 20.
And what you know about a birthday fuck?
It was the birthday dick going wrong for me because I've been there, but it's like
At 15?
not at 15.
He's supposed to go to Dave and Buster's.
Exactly.
Knock dick and bust
I was still blowing out candles, not blowing dick.
Like I had other questions and thoughts, but the 15 washed them away.
Yes,
I'm stuck now.
I didn't hear nothing except for that.
Right, I gotta watch the replay and then send it back, and we're gonna have to say, remember? God damn.
Yeah.
Wow, Quan.
Excuse me.
He has quite the imagination. A
Yes.
descriptive one at that.
Yes. That's why I read his books. It's like a lot of questions and
Well,
Is he related to Zayn? Like,
That's
is
a great
this-
icebreaker. That's a great icebreaker. I honestly, that's probably
Yeah,
one of the
that-
best. Honestly, that was
that,
powerful.
Wow.
yes. So I've been waiting all week to say these fucking 12 words. Welcome to an all new edition of the John Cash Show podcast.
Woo.
Woo.
It's been a journey.
Yes. So before we get started, the views and opinions expressed by myself are solely those of myself, and listener and viewer discretion is highly, highly advised. So,
If you didn't know,
well, no, that was an excerpt from Quan Mills.
The order of operations.
Well, I said on episode 100 that shit is like for everything before and everything after, alleged.
it's very much. If you're still listening, I love it.
Could you imagine somebody pull this up in church, like on YouTube?
My
and it's
grandbaby
like,
said this is a good Christian show called the John Cash Show, and
and he
I'm gonna
fucked
play
me
it.
from the headboard, hit the back, and like, what?
Oh,
Sound like Cletus back in the day.
that's the devil.
He used to rock me. To Millie Jackson. You can hear the you can hear the John Cash Show podcast on demand on your favorite streaming platforms. Are y'all ready? Let's go get it. Including but not limited to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, IHeart Radio, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Deezer, Audacy, Pandora. I had dick on the brain because of Quan Mills. And many more platforms except for TIDAL.
And some fingers, too.
Alien face.
Alien fingers.
Yeah, see, that was. It makes sense. She was 15. She's probably dreaming about aliens. I don't even know at this point.
At this point, we're about to
quite
broadcast
the
live from
imagination of a
Area
kid.
51 in New Mexico.
She was a poet, honestly. Was that Moesha?
That would make a lot of sense.
Maybe.
It was Moesha. She was a
It
poet. I can
sounds
hear the
like-
music. Doom, da, doom.
Yeah. Her experience with Q.
Remember,
Because Q was not the
Some
hooks.
ratchet. Big booty hoes,
Over there. Boom, boom, boom. Hey.
So he fucked me hard against the headboard.
Doom, da, doom, 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 doom. That crossfade is sick, bro.
Now, with that being said, you can go to catscollection.com to buy the official merchandise for the John Cash Show podcast. Booked, busy, and blessed. Get nasty with the John Cash Show. Bag these groceries. And, of course, the world famous. And obviously, Star is very happy today because it's very fucking wet outside. Good pussy, stay wet. All right.
And wet and windy today.
Just juices everywhere. Fucking umbrella, like just fucked. Like the U.S. economy. Yeah. So, I'd like to welcome my amazing co-host on this journey. Now, let's start with the meteorologist of the John Cash Show podcast. The feminine divine goddess, multifaceted epitome of black girl magic, and with the whoppiest whop in all of the land. And the reason why is a motherfucking rainy ass Mother's Day weekend on the Northeast, bitch. Star!
Thank you.
How's your week?
It was good. It was nice. It was calm. You know, my friend got married this week. Shout out to my homeboy Rashawn and his wife Deasia. It was very beautiful. Yes. But it was very beautiful. I love to see Black love win.
Did you do the electric slide?
We didn't. We
no.
did.
Wobble?
But anyways, we was doing very much. What was all the twerk songs? They definitely gave you some.
Real ass bitch, give a fuck about it,
Yes,
nigga.
it was very much. You know, it was a good time.
I went to a wedding and they were playing These Hoes Ain't Loyal. I said, wait,
They're playing what?
These Hoes Ain't Loyal. I was like, wait, what? Like,
Read the room.
I was like, these hoes ain't. I was like,
Yes.
wait, it's a wedding. Oh shit! And then they was playing what these bitches want from. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit! Wait, can't sing this song.
They want nuptials.
Right.
And then another song they played was I Don't Fuck With You.
Yeah. Someone was salty. The DJ was
The
somebody's
DJ
ex.
was like, Ty doing this shit. Shit ain't real.
I ain't in love.
Passive aggressive as fuck.
Right. He was salty.
Same girl, R. Kelly, Usher. You like, what the fuck? What are we doing right now? Turn this off.
Well, I mean, Usher likes him older and R. Kelly likes him younger. So
it can't be the same
about
girl.
Same.
Can't be the same girl then.
I mean, if it's like in the same.
Maybe in a lifetime, in her lifetime.
Yeah. Anyways,
Lord.
let's not replace Kevin Samuels as the most controversial.
I can't.
Even though I'd live for that.
You'll never be as controversial. As
Yeah, never.
Really?
No.
That's a challenge.
Right. I'm like, he's gonna take that.
Don't
do that. Don't do it. It's beneath you.
It's not gonna be your kind of controversy.
It's beneath you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, y'all. I'm trying to produce the show. I'm trying to gaslight them. Let's see what I can get.
This is a high value podcast. Now, let's not forget the engineer extraordinaire of the John Cash Show podcast, the man with the iron jaw, not the iron claw, the pussy-eating demon with vanilla flavored semen.
Not exercise.
He's rubbing his jaw right now, and I wish y'all could see this.
Just the deep tissues.
He had kind of lockjaw the last set of tapings. That's why he wasn't here. And the White Wesley Pipes was. The pussy whisperer and resident virologist of the John Cash Show podcast, Josh Patsy!
Hope y'all are boosted.
I am not.
I know.
Phase 2.
That's why Johnson & Johnson just had to restrict their usage. Everybody listen to me. Everybody
Be all right.
People gonna be fucking walking around with tails and shit. They was like, "Oh, you gotta get boosted at work. You gotta get boosted." Like, I don't have to do anything but stay black and die. And then the Friday before I was supposed to go back, that's when they dropped the mandate. And I was like, "See, I didn't have to do it." Anyway, how was your week?
How about it? My life is like a movie, only I'm still broke.
I feel that.
It's like a movie.
Explain though.
Only I'm still broke.
So insecure.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Issa all the time. I've always got shit going on.
Yeah.
And there's always opportunities everywhere. I'm always doing mad shit that's really, really cool. But somehow when I look at my bank account, I'm just like, something just ain't adding up. But
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah,
Well, baking soda. Just leave it like that.
Listen.
OnlyFans as well,
Baking soda,
Yeah.
I've heard some things. Maybe we could look up a YouTube and see pots. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to become a high value man. That's what I'm trying.
You're already a high value man. You're on this show. That's enough. And
A little too excited.
it's been a while. It's like, I still got feeling. I feel like a 50-year-old housewife. Okay. And back for more, hailing from the land of abundance. He's a promoter of positivity, an influencer, actor, content creator, and he actually reads. Kevin Dwayne!
Woo, I do actually read.
Shout out to actually reading.
He actually reads.
Actually read. That's awesome. I like that.
No, I'm talking about like you actually read books. Like we don't read books.
Well, speak for yourself.
We read posters. No, you read the fucking vaccine manual.
I got all the books over there. All the books.
That's for show.
No, that's not for sure. I've read all them books.
Okay, what?
Not for sure.
I mean, what you call it? This will be in between like episodes. All right.
Did you guys plan to fresh shape up? Because
No, it just happened to fall on the pay week. Shit. Can't be running around looking ragged.
I want
looking like the pursuit of happiness.
I'm very much religious about my hair. Especially if I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm that guy.
I was about to say, I was like, who's your barber?
You know he Dominican, child.
That's a fact.
You can tell by that lineup.
Right. I'll be dancing and shit. You like, okay, steady hand.
How was your week?
Busy as fuck, but I can say abundant, credit is better than ever, dick quality, we're good. I'm like a daddy now. It's great.
All right.
Yeah.
Zaddy or daddy?
Both.
Okay.
I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it. Hey, getting shit together, being an adult.
I like that. Real ones don't have to choose.
Okay. No, my phone buzzed and that was Twitter. I was like, oh wait, all right.
D&D, man, D&D.
Can't do that now. So that's good about your week. And of course, you can find me at the John Cash Show on Instagram, John Cash on Facebook, @_John Cash on Twitter. The John Cash Show podcast on TikTok, the John Cash Show podcast on YouTube. Yeah,
that's what I call a good brand.
Come on.
Yeah, so
across the board, you're gonna find them.
Yeah, you're gonna find me. Now, for everybody listening, feel free to hit me up through email. Ask for topics. Ask for advice, feedback on the topics. You can send an email saying how much I suck. Well, that's impossible. At the John Cash Show @gmail.com. So we have a jam-packed show for you this week. We're going to talk about Roe versus Wade potentially being overturned, Dave Chappelle getting tackled, Kevin Samuels, and much, much more. So let's, since it's about to be summer, let's go into Roe v. Wade. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
So,
hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. Took the words right out.
Supreme Court is like, yeah. Exit stage left. No, exit stage right. Now, for those of you who don't know, a leaked draft was published and circulated widely, okay, through numerous media outlets. How can I say this? Trying to throw us back into the fucking Stone Age, okay? Now, according to, Justice Alito has written and authored his opinion, and I'm getting upset about this because here it is, a man telling a woman what to do with her body, okay? It's her body, her choice. I firmly believe that. However, the right, the ones that, it's my freedom to die if I don't want to wear a mask and all this other shit.
Yeah, they love freedom.
Yeah, they love freedom, but they sound so stupid. They're so dumb. So, Justice Alito pretty much is of the belief that abortion should be made illegal. Okay? Now, if Roe v. Wade, just to give a synopsis, if Roe v. Wade is to be overturned, approximately 24 of the states have the right to revoke abortion. 24 or 26. I know it's like close to half.
Too damn many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, of course, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, the tri-state area, they put in legislation. Shout out to Governor Cuomo. He put legislation in place, to avoid that from happening. I guess he had a lot of indiscretions as it came out. So I'm going to go around the room and, you say whatever you feel about this situation. I'm just going to say her body, her choice. Let them choose, okay? Men shouldn't choose what women do with their body. That's just my opinion. Automatically I'm gonna be a target for like people like what's the right wing guy, Greg Kelly. Greg Kelly. So Josh,
I mean, I think we're all pretty much gonna have a similar take, just in terms of this being fucked
that's
up.
why I'm leaving Star last.
Yeah. I've only got like a few things to say on this. Number one is, and you kind of hinted at it earlier in terms of, I'm not really a person that really cares for either party. I really just see one party can't really do anything that they actually want to do, and another party that just has horrible ideas all the fucking time. But the truth of the matter is, but this quote unquote right or whatever, like you said, like they always talk about freedom, but the truth of the matter is that's just a thinly veiled thing for meaning freedom only for white men. That's really what it's about.
Exactly.
Yeah. The freedom is always for white men. Like that's what it's about. It's not freedom for you, me, women. Yeah. And then the only other point I will say about this is, for people that know who Mitch McConnell is, I mean, like this was like his 10, 15 year end game. I mean, he blocked Barack Obama from putting Merrick Garland. He was supposed to be He was supposed to be on the Supreme Court. It was unprecedented. No one had ever blocked a presidential a president's pick
for 10 months.
So yeah, for 10 months
because he said he was a lame duck.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
But Ruth Bader Ginsburg died on Friday, and they filled her seat on Tuesday.
Yeah, well,
like, damn.
Yeah, and then literally it was during
election year.
In an election year. He literally did the same. He literally made that argument 4 years ago, and then he's just like, no, I got my guy in here. Say what you will about these Republicans, but they know how to wield power in a way that I wish the other people. The Democrats.
You said the other people.
I'm just gonna say the other people because I don't really think that highly of them either, and I'm not trying to pretend like I love all of their ideas either. To be completely honest, but
the main one that makes my ass itch right now is Eric Adams.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's an Instagram hoe.
Yeah. For real.
He's just an Instagram.
Where's a pole that I can slide down? Both literally and metaphorically.
But yeah.
Yeah. But
that part.
Yeah. But the justices that were put in during the Trump administration, the Amy Coney Barrett and the other dude who
she looked like this. She looks like the department manager in Macy's.
Yeah.
She don't look like a fucking justice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
I don't know. The thing I found hilarious is that, like, why didn't they, out of all the people to write the draft opinion, because they usually choose one of the judges from the winning side of it to draft it. I'm just like, you couldn't pick the one woman to draft it. Not that it wouldn't have made it any better, but I was sitting there, I was just like, it's kind of hilarious that they had a woman there and they didn't have her draft it. But anyway,
most of these rooms are white men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about women's bodies.
Yeah,
sad.
That's all I got to say about it, though.
Even when they were creating the female version of the Viagra pill, it was something I was watching on Netflix, and one of the women was speaking about in that room. It was nothing but men discussing how a woman's body would work, and it's like, how would you know?
The scary part. Oh, sorry. One last thing. The scary part about
the
scary part about all this, though, is the reasoning that they're giving in this opinion really does open the door for a lot of other things that people are talking about that they can overturn. Exactly. And granted, like, I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I don't like to be an alarmist, but it kind of does. It just depends on whether they're willing to do that.
Because that's not a small restriction.
Yeah.
It's like an actual human right.
All they need now is Trump get back in office in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah. Kevin.
I agree. Woman's right. That's her body, her choice. This shit is political and it's annoying because midterms are November 8th. And it's like every time it's always, let's go for the gays, let's go for the queers, let's go for the women. It's like we're playing this fucking tennis game that never fucking ends. And then that's what the whole election becomes about. But it's just, I'm personally tired of, and I'm sorry who this, actually I'm not sorry, I'm tired of Christians. I just am. I'm tired of you and your mythical book and trying to impose that on everybody. It's so annoying. It's so old. And if you had any fucking logic, you would stop trying to push it on other people. And that's where I'm at with it, because that's all this is. It's just saying, I want to live this way and I want to force you to live this way. And it's ridiculous and stupid because y'all don't bat a fucking eye when queer people die. Y'all don't bat a fucking eye when these children come in this world and they can't eat or they can't be provided for. You don't adopt them. You don't. So why in the fuck do you care if a woman chooses? And so it's annoying. It's absolutely annoying. And we do this every election season. And it's weird how we keep falling into the same cycle. And no one's like, this is bullshit. Like you said, both parties get on my damn nerves because we know the other people are going to use this as their way to get votes. And it's annoying. It's absolutely annoying. But yeah, I absolutely woman's body. And other than that, I mind my black ass business.
That's the thing. All of this shit could be avoided if you mind your
fucking business. That's really what it comes down to.
If you don't believe in abortions, don't get it.
Yep.
Swallow.
Yeah.
Shit. Wipe it up in a Kleenex.
And it's true what you said about the religious aspect. It's like, it's given very much like cult. Like
the original cult. Christianity is the original. They call everybody a cult. They're the original cult. You're eating a man's flesh. Really? The one you kill, you're actually celebrating a martyr. That's what kills my Christianity. The man came to free you of your sins, so you killed him and celebrate his death. Okay, girl.
And it's like,
it's the stupidest thing. You're wearing a dead man around your neck. It's ridiculous to me. But,
white man at that.
It's ridiculous.
And it's like, I don't knock anyone's religious
I do.
beliefs.
I do. Fuck y'all.
Thank God we were in post during Easter.
I do. And I have a chip on my shoulder because I grew up in it.
Right.
And I went through all the reparative therapy. I went through all the bullshit of me being said I was something that I wasn't. Fuck y'all. Nope. It's stupid. I'm one of the few who read the Bible cover to cover and said, this is bullshit. No one does that. They just listen to a pastor tell them so they can be manipulated out of their fucking money. Bye.
I mean, it never resonated with me, but shout out to those who follow whatever they follow. But what I would say is I hope they find a level of discernment that will allow you to see humans for humans, because this idea that people have to follow your word and and then mind you, there's other quote unquote sins that they do every day, right? So it's like, it's just this selective outrage is what's really like, I can't even take, you seriously, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of hypocritical idealistic stuff. I don't know. It's just really crazy.
So that's all.
No, well, honestly, I've never had an abortion. I'm gonna just be transparent, right? I've personally never been one for abortions. Like for me, I felt like if I was to get pregnant, I'd probably keep it. However, I have close friends that have had abortions. So what I'm not is ignorant to why people do it, especially women, because what people don't talk about are the nuances as to why a lot of women, especially black women, we end up having to face questions like abortion, because you just talk about the medical system alone. Like black women don't get treated the same as anybody else. We're dying at crazy rates with just giving birth alone, right? So so instead of even investing money into that, you guys are trying to still restrict things that we need, medical assistance, right? Even to an educational level, they're not pouring money into the educational system just to teach kids how to fucking have healthy and proper sex, right? They're shying away from everything that we keep saying as far as giving to the kids in the school system. Let's pour money and teach them about LGBT queer sex, teach them about sexual activities anyway, so they could at least have the education so when they step out into the world, they can make better decisions for themselves, right? We're not even investing into that.
Not at all. They block it.
Exactly. So now when you're sending these kids out into the world and they're making quote unquote mistakes, or they're just living, they're making their decisions, or you have people that are in circumstances where a lot of foster kids, let's put it out there, that are assaulted and things of that nature, who's helping these people? And then you're telling them that they don't have the right now to rid of something that probably was invasive to them in the first place.
And they have to pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Right. Right? Because then now you guys are restricting certain benefits that would allow them to even raise and take care of themselves, right? It just doesn't even make sense. And I just wonder, who is it benefiting by having people not have the choice to possibly not invite something into the world that they're just not ready for. We're watching stories of parents literally killing their kids because they just didn't have no business having fucking kids in the first place. Mm-hmm. So I don't, as much as like, me personally, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I wouldn't have an abortion because for my body, why would I dare think the next person shouldn't have that right? Because their circumstances may be totally different. So to have an umbrella idea of how things are operated is just insane to me. So even on a religious level, it's kind of like you said, where's the shelters? Why are you guys not putting people up into your churches? Why are you not helping these young women that are lost and forced into these circumstances where they're teen moms and they're being taken advantage of, because that's what's usually happening, right, in a lot of cases. So it's just like
capitalism and compassion don't mix,
right?
But oddly enough, that's what Christianity promotes.
Yeah. We learned that with COVID.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. The Christianity is the most weird. I mean, a lot of religions are like this, but specifically because that's what this country is founded on, it doesn't actually make sense because a lot of right-wing people are very much Christian, but they're also capitalistic. So you're just like, which one is it? It's like, we don't want to give this money, but we also don't want you to have autonomy over your body because we also want to control your mind. Because that's really what all of this is about. It's about mind control and manipulation. Because if I can control your mind, I can control everything else, including
reasserting power,
including your money.
Exactly.
Including your money. A friend of mine, Jared Hill, on his show said this week, he was all like, these laws aren't a matter of right and wrong. It's just showing you who wields the power. Exactly. So don't think that because something is overturned, it means it's right or wrong. It's just showing you who's in power. So don't feel shame. Don't feel like you're on the wrong side of something. It's like, it's just a matter of people just swinging their little ass dicks around.
That's why I said, even to this war, I've called it.
You can't swing a little dick. It just sits on the balls. I'm sorry. It's just people peeing on their balls.
But that's why I've been saying, even to this whole.
Sorry to me for.
He's like, why are you looking me in the eye when you say
my intro was Big Dick Willie.
Yeah, right. Listen. What's your video? Big Dick Daddy Cash. Yes. What was
well,
your reputation precedes you. You're good.
But this is what
I know
I'm saying,
good.
though. Oh God.
Shit. All right, let's move along.
That's what I've been saying, though. That's what I've been saying. Even to the war, it's
I'm
like
good. Yes, that's what she's been saying.
And even to the war, though, I said it's been like it's just a big dick measuring contest. Yeah. Like that's all this is, and like you said, reassuring that dominance of who's in power. That's all this is. They just want to put their feet on our necks.
Also, furthermore, abortions will never not exist. Just safe ones will.
And
so
that's
don't think
why
you're getting rid of anything.
Created abortion clinics in the first place, because women were already just doing that in their backyards.
Right. So I'm just like, you're just getting rid of safe abortions.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's like, you guys are just, again, who's going to help? That's why I'm like, who was this benefiting?
That's right. I'm still going to Cancun.
Real ass bitch.
No, I'm sorry. Tell him. I'm still going to tell him. You ain't stopping shit, Alito.
My niece said she wants to go to tell him. After telling me she's a material girl. So
material girl.
She's 16.
Now on to who might need Roe versus Wade to stay, as is Drake. Now Drake.
What this nigga do now?
Oh, this is a great story, honestly. I think if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I love this
I got no idea, but I can't wait.
I'm excited for this one.
Well, first of all, shout out to Drake. He signed a major deal with Universal Music Group. Rumor has it that let me just get the right number right here. Now, rumor has it, he received at least $360 million up front for this new record deal that he got. So shout out to him for that.
Zaddy Drake.
Yeah, I'm trying to get flued out too, Drake.
He got the plane.
Yeah, so what's that the Tootsie slide? You see me doing that on the story, I'd be like, hey.
I love how he two-stepped like an uncle at the age of like 27.
Like, where'd you even get that from, right?
Look like a new age Cosby show intro. Now, Drake, It's super petty. I love him. I love him for this. Okay? So, Drake is on Instagram. And this grown-ass man is trolling him about Adonis, his son. So...
No, I heard that.
Her stomach made a guest appearance. Here, girl.
That's an insure applies.
Oh. We're going to end this real quick so you can shit.
I'll let you know. Like, excuse me, guys.
That's some Brownsville bowels right there.
Brownsville bowels.
No, that's some prime Dubai bowels right there. Oh, anyway. So the guy trolls Drake, right? So Drake, what does he do? He goes into the man's wife's DM, talking about you need a real nigga, like something like you need a real nigga like me. Let me take care of you.
No, what he did. Okay, I actually know this story because I loved it so much. The dude was talking shit. He was like, "Oh, your son probably plays with ghostwriters or whatever." And he was like, "Dude, I'm actually gonna follow your wife right now because she needs some excitement in her life." And he literally followed her.
Yeah, right, yeah, that too.
And then said, "Hey," he also DM'd her saying, "Hey, mommy, let me know if you need to get away or some shit like that."
Yeah, and I would have been like, "All right."
Yeah, and then fast forward. Yeah.
Can you imagine Drake hitting you up in your inbox
Right. And following you? Right.
I'd have been like, you know what? You know, this is a sign from God. I deserve better. I'm a high value woman. Period.
I mean, at least take those 2 to 3 weeks to get flued out.
I'm saying.
You should have said that stupid shit. But yeah, she screenshot the shit. But she was like, Drake is following me. And then he actually put, he really followed my fucking wife.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Next level petty. Because who gonna say no? That's the best part about it.
I just know her husband better be slinging good dick. Because
I know
was her,
he better be eating her pussy all the way to the airport.
Washing dishes.
All I know is this: if she's still with him, she loves him.
That's
for
what
real.
I'm saying.
But also, but my thing is, but also,
nigga, you ain't watched the dishes.
right, nigga, Drake is right. I was talking to Drake today.
Let me call Drake every day.
I was texting Drake today.
No.
You ain't call me. You ain't sent me a good morning text.
No.
Bitch, I'm right next to you.
No. I was texting Aubrey.
All right. Like, period. All right. I would just come on with a Birkin.
Yeah.
I would come home and slam down graham crackers right on the counter.
There's your dinner, bitch.
Right. She watching Degrassi all day. It feels nostalgic.
What is this letter you got on the table from Champagne Pop?
Next level petty. Next level petty.
God.
Like and Drake gets on my fucking nerves, but that was
Job well done.
well, because grown men trolling makes my ass itch. It's just like, what are you doing?
That is weird.
And you trolling celebrities?
Right. The fact
And
that
so
he
does
does
Irish
have
Spring for me. Makes my ass shit.
a celebrity's hit at that.
I gotta use Dove.
Yeah, but on top of that, it's like you're trolling celebrities. It's like, you know, that gives away that
Kid.
you're miserable.
That's weird.
Like, you're miserable. You're in the place that you're in, but you feel like. And so I'm glad that he was like, actually, I got your ass.
I mean, I'm here for a good troll.
I
Just be funny.
troll every now and then. I got blocked by a few, but you know.
I never understood
bother
that
nobody
shit.
kids,
Y'all be
though,
wanting medals for that. I don't get it.
Nah, you know, sometimes you gotta get your shit on.
You see it in people's bio. No, you see it in people's bio. They'll be like, blocked by Nikki. Blocked by. I'm like, this is your claim to fame.
See, I ain't celebrate the blocking because I was mad. I said, damn, bitch, you supposed to take that. Like, you know, let me come back for a little bit.
Between
I ain't need it.
between that and people's bios. No, between that shit and people's bios and deleted at 15K. What am I supposed to do with that?
I did do that one time because I need you to know you gotta come back. You gotta come back. I used to be somebody.
What do I do with that? Deleted at 20K. What do I do with this?
You better go to like what you did before and buy some damn Instagram followers.
It's so funny to me.
People
I'm
got
like,
20,000 followers and 10 likes. This shit ain't matching up, and that's after 3 days.
right, but with the algorithm, it really don't match up now.
Exactly. It's hard. That's why we like, come on home, baby.
That shit just fucks now.
That
You
shit
can get
is
10 likes. And Instagram's like, fuck you, pay us.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They was like, we don't care about your followers.
Especially if you black, the algorithm is going to be all the way in the trash.
It's trash.
Yeah, it's horrible.
They shifted that shit.
Yeah, they should.
So let's get into Dave Chappelle getting tackled at the Hollywood Bowl.
It's been a busy couple weeks. Shit.
Why? That's just this week.
Man, I know. This is all like in 3 or 4 days.
Right, no, seriously.
Thank you. First of all, I'm going to say this. Thank you, universe. Every single solitary time we tape, it is always a bunch of shit that comes
right before it.
Right, Josh?
Yeah.
Literally.
Every time.
Every
Without
single
fail.
time without fail. I literally sometimes don't even know what we're going to talk about on Thursday. And then it's like, boop, 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 boop. I'm like, oh, shit. All right. All right. All right. I hear you.
Now I got to pick a couple of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely appreciate it. Now, Dave Chappelle. Let's get into it. And,
That picture.
yeah. Comedian Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage by an audience member armed with a fake gun that had a real knife inside this past Tuesday night at the Hollywood Bowl, authorities said. He must have bought it off the corner of Nostrand and Fulton. The comic 48 was performing as part of the Netflix is a Joke Festival when the mayhem unfolded around 10:45 p.m. toward the end of the stand-up show, according to eyewitnesses. Shocking video footage shows Chappelle standing on stage as an audience member identified by authorities as Isaiah Lee, 23, charges and slams him to the floor. Seconds later, the attacker was tackled by security. Lee, who lives in Los Angeles, was arrested for felony assault with a deadly weapon, the Los Angeles Police Department said Wednesday. LAPD spokesperson officer Elizabeth Lomely, I hope I said that name right, said that the suspect was carrying a replica handgun with a blade inside.
Now that's the wildest part about this.
It's a gun with a
Who has a gun? Where do you get a gun with a concealed knife in it?
They said
That's
never bring a gun to a
That's like some 1970s villain
I just
shit.
want to hold on. But I want to know the planning behind this because I'm just like the thing that if you have a concealed weapon, you want it to not get confiscated. Why would you put it inside a weapon that would obviously probably get confiscated?
and it also carries and it probably carries greater weight. I would understand a knife maybe with a bullet or something. But
So here's the plan. I'm gonna bring in my gun,
Tricked you.
but I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna stab him. Right?
It's a replica
Stab,
gun.
nigga.
It's a replica
we
gun.
know.
Yeah.
But it's
But
just,
how does it even work? Do you pull the trigger
and
and
it
then
comes out. It's like, bam.
do you have to
Hold
now
on.
open it up?
But let's go one level deeper.
No,
but
that's
not
Viagra that you just did.
But I'm not even gonna use it. I'm gonna go tackle him on stage instead. Like what? Like none of this plan makes any sense whatsoever.
He was left like this too. I sort of.
Oh yeah, his arm is. Oh yeah, they have it.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Wait.
we burying the lead. My bad.
Damn. That's why you can't do a podcast. Now let me stop. High value. Lee was taken to the hospital before he was booked early Wednesday into jail on $30,000 bail, authorities said. And also, I want to show off my reading skills. That's why I was reading out loud.
You are a good reader. I'll give you that.
You read Quan Mills at the top of the show.
Okay.
That was for the sophisticated ratchet. Now this is for the ABC News crowd. And they're like, we want to hear our news from John Cash. We're going to give it straight. And let these motherfuckers know. All right.
I see you, Lester Holt.
Lester Holt? No. Not Lester Holt. I'm more like, Blair Underwood. Like,
Okay.
yeah, all right. You ain't have to say it like that. You've been quiet all fucking show. And she like, okay. They shaded me on my shit. The disrespect.
Authenticity.
So, moments after the tackle, comedy guest Chris Rock came on stage and gave Chappelle a hug before saying, "Was that Will Smith?"
He's been dragging it.
Rock referred to the infamous Smith slap after he made a joke about the actor's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss at this year's Oscars. Following the incident, Chappelle appeared to carry on with the show. In a video shared on social media, Chappelle joked about the attacker. It was a trans man, he said. I guess that was to relate with Chris Rock. I don't know. I don't know. He later told the audience, I don't know if that was part of the show. I grabbed the back of that nigga's head. His hair was spongy absorbent. The attacker was later taken to a hospital after sustaining injuries. In one Twitter video, the suspect is seen lying on the stretcher with his elbow facing the other way. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be done. So, yeah.
Yeah, he was looking like he was dancing from Flex in Brooklyn. Like it was bad.
Or dancing like Kevin on Friday. Doing those flex. I'm like, all right. Finally, it happened to me. So, now do you think... Well, let me just make this abundantly clear. If I'm hosting anything and you motherfuckers run up on me, you gonna get the shit knocked out of you. Trust me. Because I'm not that one. All right? All right. So, that's a disclaimer. I feel like I'm going to have to say that every time I host an event now.
What was like his joke? Or what was... Did they mention anything? Like, what was he saying in that time?
I don't even think it mattered. If you ready,
like
if
that,
you
was that type of energy?
Do you think this is going to be commonplace
That's
now?
what I'm saying. Like, is it that? Is it or like?
No, I think it's for me. I think there's other stories on this. It's like this was premeditated anyway. It was something. This guy.
That's what I'm laughing. It has to be
this guy has had it out. This guy
had a video.
He had like a song about him.
Chappelle?
Yeah, this is something. He just don't like Dave.
So
Chappelle.
he's mental health.
Sure, or he just don't like Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle's kind of an asshole too. So there's that. So
and then they said, well, he was trans for real though.
Yeah,
so
he was?
I know.
Yes, and Dave Chappelle has this thing where he wants to talk about trans people every fucking show. So it's like, it's like I get.
He doesn't have a good relationship with the trans people.
Yeah,
so
and it's by his choice. He's purposely doing it. And I get the idea of comedy, but at a certain point, motherfuckers gonna get tired of it and they gonna run up.
See,
like you said,
I said that
he got his ass
shit.
whipped and that. Like I said, I get it. You can't run up on people like that. However, at the same time,
see his elbow.
Yeah.
Look like Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, no, they when they said tackle, they whooped his ass. That's what tackled meant.
I just want to know how much time was in between when they called the ambulance and when he got.
It wasn't that long. they whooping that ass on the way.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he had niggas from Brownsville on the security detail.
But security lives for that shit. They love for a moment like, ooh, I can get some aggression out. So it's like that's their moment.
And there's no.
They tried that with me one time.
And there's no phones at the show either, so nobody really
exactly. So they had
a
nice little moment to be like bop 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 and out. And then add the trans element. There you go. Pure hatred.
Yeah.
So
you have to been planning to get a knife gun.
That blows me.
Where do you get that?
A knife?
I don't even know where you get that.
That sounds like the cartoon cat dog.
Knife gun. That's what he had. It's wild.
Why can't he have a gun knife? That sounds a little bit better.
Whatever.
It
all sounds crazy as fuck.
A knife gun sounds like one of them medieval shits. Like
you're trying to make something make sense that's crazy as fuck. Like all this is crazy as fuck. This is not a
expect the unexpected.
Right, pretty much.
It's like, why would you have the least powerful weapon disguised as the more powerful weapon?
A knife is a powerful weapon.
Maybe he thought he was gonna stick him up, and then like he didn't really.
But I want to scare him with a gun first. I want you to think I'm gonna shoot you, but no, stab me.
Yeah.
Shout out to the new ambiance back here.
Yes.
Ambiance.
I need that in my
Thank
house.
you.
Nice lights. Shout out to Josh Fauci for setting up this.
Thank you. We
studio.
try. And you notice prices still stay the same. I spend more money. Prices stay the same.
Then I appreciate you. And, my account appreciates you.
Not so much.
And my blood pressure appreciates you.
Mm-hmm. No, you fine. Other people would just be asking me like, man, is there any type of discount? I'm like, well, you see these improvements that happen periodically, right?
Let me tell you something. The fact that we got functional cameras, the functional microphone,
good
I didn't have that at DTF,
Okay.
so I'm glad.
Yeah,
Nah.
I'm never worried about you. You always show appreciation.
You can have like paper cups now. Don't try me. You can have paper cups, and I'd still do the show, but don't try me.
I don't do paper cups.
You got to pay for quality though. Like
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yes, and yeah. So. Let's go to what Star has been itching to talk about all damn. Actually, I discovered this the other night. I was on Twitter. What was I doing? It wasn't porn.
We were all thinking it too.
That's why I had to clarify that it wasn't porn.
He said, shut this shit down now.
Yeah, it was not porn. Wasn't in even the mood to do that. That's rare. Shut the. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Like,
You're a little tender today. No, we can't breathe.
no, he like.
I looked at him. Why you looking at me? What's going on,
I had something in my throat.
Damn. You been eating pussy.
Right. That part.
Anyway, I was on Twitter. Yeah, I was on Twitter, and I found out that Kevin Samuels died. Now, I honestly have only seen clips that like could be deemed positive, but everybody else here. But see, I don't look at other people's podcasts unless it's like Stars or Kevin's. You know, I don't. For what? It's the best one. Like,
I mean, we're on it too.
so yeah, so the clips that I see, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I see a lot of people rejoicing. I saw a lot of people rejoicing on Twitter, and like he died and all this other stuff. But regardless of that, the most heartbreaking thing out of all of this is that his 80-year-old mother found out about his death on social media through people actually retweeting that they're rejoicing that her son died.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that's messed up.
That's.
I thought she made the announcement that he died.
That was the way that she first found out was through social media.
That's terrible.
That's what she said to NBC News. So, yeah. I know because she called me. She said, "Yeah, so King Tut died." And I was like, "Jesus, all right." So
no, but I wasn't one of the people celebrating. I honestly don't care.
Right.
I don't really care, and it's not. And I don't say that in a way of like a celebratory way. He just didn't mean anything to me. I didn't agree with his content, so I never watched him like that. I wasn't one of those people so consumed in his content that like I felt constantly offended by it. However, I felt like he was just nasty about how he presented his information, so I wasn't a fan of his. I was more annoyed by his cult following. I think those are the type of people that I used to be speak on the most, or whatever the case is, because I can't stand his following. As far as him, he was just another nigga making money, doing nigga shit is how I see it. He was a Future in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. So for me, it was like, okay, I don't align with that. But as far as people celebrating, I didn't agree with that either, because I was just kind of like, that's weird. Like, there's other people who could celebrate their death if they were R. Kelly. Like, it's other people. If they were to go today, like, we could be like, oh, okay. But even still, it's not to say that the things he's done, because he has said a lot of problematic things that if anything, I pray that the people who were offended and who felt targeted by his words or triggered even, they heal from that, because I feel like it did kind of do some damage, especially in the community, as far as like how a lot of men who were cult following behind him were treating other people and women and things like that. A lot of weird shit was happening behind that. You had young men on TikTok even talking about killing their girlfriends. Like, it was a thing. It was like a trend, and like dudes are actually killing their girlfriends live. So I'm not trying to belittle his impact.
He made videos to do that?
No, so when you talk about the red pill man, like, this is a thing. Like, yeah. And a lot of these young men are really following, and like a lot of people ignore how serious these words matter. And like a lot of these men are eating this shit up, and they're actually doing actual like work. A lot of this shit is just violence against women, period. Especially black women. So what he's done and what he's contributed is just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? So I was never a fan. People take their nuggets, I guess. You know how you have some women and some men that feel like there was something to gain from him. If I have to dig through shit to find what to gain, then it's not that serious to me. So, But again, as far as like celebrating his death, for me, it was just very much like I wish the people who were harmed by him healing. I wish his family healing. As far as him, I mean, like, I feel like he made his money, he had his fun, and, like, you know, he went out cool. So he went out with some women's titties, didn't he? So, like, he, like, literally fell and died in some woman's arms or something like that through a heart attack. So I think it was ironic, but, you know, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to that high-value box. Okay. Whenever I gotta leave you last. Man. Whenever you do that, I know to leave you last because you're gonna.
Yeah, and I don't have too much, so yeah, we'll do that. All I can say is, damn, that's crazy.
That's how I felt when I heard the news, too.
Number one, I empathize with his family. It sucks to lose a loved one. I got that. He has children. I understand his mother. Like, I get that. You guys lost a loved one. However, from a spiritual standpoint, you can only put out so much negativity and discourse into the world without something negative happening. It's called karma. That man has said some vile shit about black women. Vile. And I'm sure you can find somewhere where they'll put it all in one little group. And it was just disgusting. He was a shock jock. And it was to a point, like, it was smart because he knew there would be people who would buy into it. But like I said, I'm indifferent. I'm not celebrating that the man's dead, but I was just like, damn, that's crazy. And then the cult following is what's kind of annoying because they're just like right-wingers. All these Christian turn the other cheek people. You guys can't celebrate the death. Y'all don't care when trans people die. Y'all don't care anything about this shit. So don't try to defend this. It's just men get away with shit already, but you can't. Death doesn't absolve you from your decisions.
Yeah, from the shitty things.
And we as black people have this idea that if you die, somehow you just get to be this patron saint, and you're fucking not. And this idea that, no, he was starting real conversations. Get the fuck out of here and just learn how to communicate. You don't need shock to have conversations.
That part.
It was trash. It was absolute trash. And it's like, I don't celebrate the man's death, but I also am just like, damn, that's crazy.
Okay.
A lot of sorry, real quick, but a lot of men, no, because a lot of guys really, I guess they felt heard, like the ones that, you know, never could bag women or something like that. Like they felt heard and they felt seen for the first time, so they really hang on to that. They
right,
cling to that,
right,
like,
because the 35-year-old woman who's making more than you at fucking Waffle House is now a leftover woman.
Yes,
that's what he said. By the way, that's what he said. If you're 35 and you're a black woman and you're single, you are a leftover woman, and then you should be used to sharing another man, and you can't also have other men. No, you need to sit back and just take whatever he does and let him be with other because you don't have enough value to be his only one. Fuck that man. Rest in peace, though.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. No, but
I never heard that clip. I heard a clip when the guy wanted to.
He said a lot of weird shit.
The guy wanted to get with women that was like not in his like tax bracket, pretty much. And he asked him pretty much, "Do you have a big dick?" He was like, "Oh, I don't know." Like he was like, "How the hell you don't know if you got a big dick? Like if you got a big dick, you know you have a big dick." And then he was like, "What's job? Like what's your employment? Like you know?" He was like, "Oh, I'm a security guard." He said, "How the hell you expect to get a woman and you don't have a big dick and you don't have a good job?" I was like, "Oh, well, that makes sense." I've never seen like anything like that was like he said a leftover woman like I swear to God, I don't really look at other shows.
So
like,
he even said to a woman, I believe, and don't quote me, this was something that I read.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but I'm sure you guys could find it because I saw it a few times. But he allegedly said to some woman that her to ignore her daughter, pretty much saying that she was being sexually assaulted. So he said things to that nature even, where it's just like, you can come at certain men, I think, to maybe try to fake level the playing field because I feel like maybe he's seen responses from a lot of women. Or, I don't know, a lot of guys say like, yeah, he did come at guys too, but to me, it's still not in the same nature as how he come at attack black women to where it was more violent more than anything. Because like to say a guy has a small dick and things like that or whatever, it's like, I don't know. It's like whatever, but it's like I think the way in which he kind of targeted black women was more violent.
It was low vibrational. Like he had women on his show, and he's like, you're a 4 at best. You're not going to get this type of man ever. Like, who the fuck are you? And on top of that, we find out that he's subletting a woman's place when he dies, and he's twice divorced. So all this fucking time, the relationship guru ain't even in one. That's the problem. You get these fucking followers, and you ain't even a real fucking deal. And all you did was put negative fucking energy into the world.
If you're looking for a new leader, come hither.
I just believe in building people up. That's where I stand. Negative energy is negative energy. It's just like when rappers talk about violence and get shot. What the fuck did y'all expect talking about going too soon? It's called manifestation.
Once again, if you need a new leader, I'm here.
There's your new leader.
I am curious what Josh got to say about this.
I mean, I'm just going to piggyback, but like, my whole beef with him, I mean, and granted, like...
Now, don't piggyback. Say it with your chest, like you said off the microphone.
Kevin Samuels took advantage of hurt, directionless, insecure men.
That part.
And he did it by attacking women. I mean, he did it by attacking women.
That part.
That's the thing that what I really couldn't stand about him, and I understood this by watching like the first like 2 videos I ever saw of him, is that he is a great debater. And when I say that in a way that even if you're a great debater, doesn't mean that you are actually saying anything that makes any fucking sense. I think a lot of times we are all susceptible to this, but like just because someone can say something competently and sort of pseudo intellectualize some shit doesn't mean they're fucking right. Just because you can say it, and because you're wearing a suit in the comfort of your own fucking home, which is also somebody I would never fucking believe anybody that is wearing a suit in any sort of casual situation, and especially on a fucking Saturday on your own in your home. Why the fuck are you wearing a suit in your own fucking home? Okay. Like, why? Why? I don't trust you.
I love it.
I don't trust you.
Keep going.
You know what a high value man is? Is somebody that can be them fuck themselves and wearing sweats and talking their shit. You don't need to fucking wear a suit in the middle.
You don't see me wearing suits.
In the comfort of your home filming these fucking videos.
No,
like,
maybe you know what? Next set of tapers, I'm going to wear a suit. I'm going to have glasses. I'm going to have like a little pendulum.
Yeah.
Like this dude irked me in such a way because like I saw the bullshit. I saw the charlatan that he was immediately, and but I also saw that like this dude is dangerous.
Yes,
I saw it immediately because I was just like, I know people who are friends of mine who fucking love this guy, and to be honest with you, they are hurt, insecure. Directionless men. And I'm sorry if you love Kevin Samuels, you are at least one of those 3 in some way, shape, or form, and I'm not trying to shit on you.
I am.
No. I'm not trying to shit on them for being one of those 3 things or all of those 3 things. I'm trying to say that you have followed a false leader.
Yes.
And I feel bad that he took advantage of you.
That's right.
This man made it
a new leader.
Yeah.
Authentic.
They still got future. Though,
no, but it's like what you said with being a great debater is funny because someone was saying like, oh, would you ever go on his show? I was like, if I were to ever do any type of interview with him, he would have to come onto my platform because I see how he speaks. I'm not stupid. He backs people into a corner.
He frames.
And you have to bring him into your house so you can do this thing. Because I know how to argue just like that. I know what he's doing. I was like, I know. I was like, I can back you. So it's funny that you said that because that's exactly how he.
That's how he does. He frames the conversation in a way that you can never win.
Exactly. And see, when people don't understand basic English to that nature, really understanding words and how words work and how people can manipulate and switch things around in their favor, it's easy to become susceptible to that. You're like, oh, you just eating it up. And like you said, it's usually broken and hurt people that can't see past that to see like, oh, okay, no, he's just speaking in circles really.
Yeah. Because when he would bring women on to quote unquote debate, he would either he'd frame the conversation where they couldn't win, or if there was somebody that was on his level in terms of debating, he would go, he would recognize that and then just say something like, oh, well, you're a 4 at best.
Yes.
He would just start insulting. He would just start attacking them and insulting
Which is actually not good debate at all.
Which is not,
that's actually a fallacy. Like,
I mean, honestly, it's very Trumpian. Like, it's not.
And that's exactly what it's given.
But yeah, that's just
exactly.
You know, like I said,
he was a bully, and that's just what it is. Yeah. So.
And people eat that shit up. But I mean, we also live in a world where we love that. That's why Housewives does so well. That's why Wendy Williams did so well. there are people who like that kind of negative vibrational shit, so I get it. But at the same time, now that someone is no longer here, it's like this weird energy coming for the people who didn't care for him. Because I saw a post the other day under one of my friends' posts. Someone's like, I side-eye all the queer men who were celebrating this man. So I'm like, well, first, what? What do you mean side-eye? But once again, that person was probably a Christian. It was talking about this whole thing about, well, I was never raised. Fuck how you were raised. You can't treat people any kind of way and then expect everybody to turn the other cheek. Fuck that. That's such a bullshit-ass slavery mentality.
And that's exactly what I was about to say, too. Black people, what I noticed, black people gotta get out this mindset that like you have to hurt or harm me first to call it like tough love. Like why does love have to hurt in any type of way? Because a lot of people are clinging on to this idea of it, like it's just a harsh truth, it's just tough love, and it's like no. Why do you receive information like that? What fucking trauma you been through? Like you shouldn't have to speak to me inappropriately or degradingly for me to get the love that you're trying to receive. Like, you know what I mean? It's other ways to tell people to lose weight, other ways to tell people to like, hey, get your shit together and build yourself up, love yourself first. But in what planet did degrading someone first become tough love and something that as black people we're supposed to appreciate him for? Like that was weird to me.
People need to heal. They need to heal. This idea that he was a conversation starter and you guys are just missing it.
No, he's a conversation ender.
I'm gonna miss it each time, and I'm gonna do the Matrix on that shit.
Right.
Fuck. Is that?
The Sierra Matrix though. The Sierra Matrix though. You gotta.
She do that every video, even the slow jams. Like, girl, that's not that kind of song. You can stand upright. Every TikTok, she every time, never fail. So okay. So let's transition to final thoughts. So,
rest in peace, bro.
That's why I love you.
The way I see it, better luck next life. Reincarnate and do better. I'm sure in your life review, this ain't it. Start over. Now you're a Somalian woman.
Not Somali.
He has to. I'm just saying. You got to get it right next time.
All right. Yeah. Final thoughts, and then I'll say my final thoughts, and we'll wrap this up.
Follow the John Cash Show.
Oh, that's a beautiful final thought.
Follow the John Cash Show. It's much better person to follow.
Oh yes,
much better person to follow.
I am your new leader. I look like a villain when I felt that. So, as I always like to say, stay away from negative people because more than likely they have negative bank accounts. On behalf of Josh Fauci, Kevin Dwayne, Star, and myself, we'll see and speak to you rather next week on the John Cash Show podcast, bitches.
Let's go, New York! John Cash. Yo, listen to John Cash.